Magnificensis, spectabiles, excellency, I'm very proud that we have such occasion to meet at Charles University. Very welcome. It is my great honor to have you here together with our rector, because that's extraordinary situation, 25th anniversary of cooperation between Charles University and University of Heidelberg. And at this special occasion, we have also scientific colloquium, which can confirm our previous work in the past 25 years, and also the workshop afterwards on Wednesday. So it's my pleasure to welcome you here, and may I ask our rector for a short address, welcoming address.
Your Excellency, Magnificence, dear friends, dear colleagues from Heidelberg, dear friends and colleagues from our university. I am very honored that we are meet at this sunny day, 1 month before the 25th anniversary of signing the contract of cooperation between the Charles University and Heidelberg University, which was signed on 25th of May 1990 as a declaration to the restart and cooperation which started at the medieval period from the beginning of our universities, and this cooperation during the centuries was very fruitful for both institutions and also for the mankind and humanities and science, for the society and for the world, not only for our countries and universities. I am very honored that today and next 2 days we should discuss the cooperation on different scientific areas, not only for science but also for the education, and also that during this time we will sign the new contract which will be declare the prolongation and also the other areas for our partnership and friendship, which is declared by the exchange, short or long-term exchange program for students, for professors, from theology to medicine, from mathematics to social sciences, and also in some joint programs which are also establishing in the future. Thank you very much for coming to Prague, to our university, and I believe that we will spend together in the friendly atmosphere together 3 days. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Professor Zima, and now I should like to ask Professor Eitel, Rector of the University of Heidelberg, for introductory remarks.
My way to Prague was a little bit longer, so I prepared a little speech, a little bit longer than my dear colleague Sima spoke. Dear colleague Sima, Vice Rectors, Excellency, dear colleagues from Prague and Heidelberg, dear guests. Now we are celebrating 25 years of friendship and collaboration between the University of Prague and Heidelberg University. 25 years in modern times, but our relations last back to medieval times. And I will focus on that later on. 25 years of cooperation in 12 scientific disciplines. Looking back, we can summarize that it was, and it is, a success story built on scientific expertise and the engagement of our colleagues. From Heidelberg, Professor Zwilling from Biosciences. From the early beginning in 1990 until 1996, then Professor Hofmeister as theologist, and since 2005, Professor Gostanovic, Slavic Studies, has maintained the relationship with Prague as commissioners of the Heidelberg Rectorate. Professor Gustanovic, thanks for your efforts. On the other side, Professor Skra, Vice Rector for International Affairs, has built the bridge to Heidelberg since 2006. And Heidelberg University wants to express its gratitude to him. Professor Skra, please come to me. I brought with me a small gift. Professor Skra is Vice Rector for International Affairs since 2006, as far as I know. And he is also professor of the first medical faculty of Prague University, as far as I know. Since his election as Vice Rector for International Affairs in 2006, Professor Skra's first important contribution has been his strong support for our agreement about common supervision of PhD programs at the universities of Heidelberg and Prague. In those days, such a regulation faced many administrative obstacles in Prague, and Professor Skra's strong support was decisive for being able to sign this agreement in 2006, when it was a forerunner of later developments in the European research area. Since 2006, Professor Skra's strong support and vision about international cooperation has been decisive for a very positive development of cooperation and exchange of ideas in many areas, including life sciences, natural sciences, humanities, and also certain areas of social sciences. In this sense, Professor Skra's work has had an indirect impact on Heidelberg University as well. And in order to acknowledge all your efforts, Heidelberg Rectorate decided to bring a gift to Prague. And for that, and now I switch over to German, we bestow the Heidelberg University Medal. Die Ruprecht-Karls-Universität Heidelberg verleiht Herrn Professor Dr. Jan Skra. I hope he knows nothing about that, and it's a really surprise. In Anerkennung seines langjährigen und engagierten Eintretens für die Partnerschaftsbeziehungen zwischen der Karls-Universität Prag und der Ruprecht-Karls-Universität Heidelberg, die Universitätsmedaille Heidelberg im April 2015, der Rektor, das bin ich. Thank you very much for your effort. Oh, that's always difficult. Oh. So that's the Wappen der Stadt Heidelberg und der Universität mit dem
Ja, ich bin sehr überrascht. Ja.
That's fine. So, it's a pleasure for me, and it's
Thank
more
you.
than well done, whatever you did in the past.
Thank you. I think we are on der Wege.
Auf dem
Und
Weg,
müssen wir weitergehen. Also
We will follow this way both, hand in hand.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But I'm not at my end. In periods of 5 years, scientific symposia have been organized as we do tomorrow and after tomorrow again. Such mutual meetings are expression of common sense, of living, exchange of ideas, students and researchers. I myself came in contact with a special relationship maintained with Prague University when Rector Humble came to Heidelberg on the occasion of my inauguration. And today he is not here.
He apologized. He
is a politician now.
I met him today in the Senate at the morning time where we discussed about the academic rule, but at the afternoon he must flying to Ukraine.
Oh, that's a difficult way. So, greetings to him and his charming wife. But the Heidelberg-Prague Bridge goes back to medieval times, as I mentioned before. As oldest German university, Prague University, as oldest German university, Prague University, served as role model for comprehensive universities in the Holy Roman Empire by germination north of the Alps, and for the following establishment of the university at Vienna and Heidelberg. There has been a considerable number of professors from Prague who shaped the first years of our university and helped to build up our university itself. As far as we know, the contact between Heidelberg and Prague remained always intact, sometimes more intense, sometimes less. After the Bohemian insurrection in 1618 and 1619, Friedrich V, the Prince of the Palatinate and our territorial ruler, was crowned in Prague for King of Bohemia. For 1 year, both universities worked under the same coat of arms. If we read our university histories, we see that we both mirror the ups and downs of Central European history. When I was here last year, Rector Sima, you made me a gift with your very interesting 2 volumes on the history of Prague University. And I read them. Meanwhile, I understand better the context of what I call Prague University schism between 1882 and 1918. I'm so happy that after the European 20th century's agony, triggered by nationalism and racism, we can now collaborate in freedom to help to develop solutions for the grand challenges of humankind. Research has no borders. Mobility, bridging disciplinary borders as well as internationality, belongs to sciences and humanities like oxygen to breathe. Results belong to everyone, to humankind, without any restrictions. It's up to us all to defend academic freedom and to provide best conditions for our colleagues and young academics. I often say, we, the university rectorates and presidencies, we together with your experienced researchers and teachers, we have to provide best conditions for the young so that they can pick the best for their individual careers. They must pick the cherries. Years later, the next generation must take over the baton. They have to bake the cake for the following generation so again that they can pick now their cherries. This is the academic intergenerational contract we all have to be aware in our universities. Taking all together, we can see that we are much more related than it seems sometimes, focusing on daily challenges and struggling with always changing frame conditions. As universities with a long tradition, we survived all crises and revolutions because curiosity of men and women is our engine. Faith and curiosity drive religions and universities. And that's the reason why only the churches and the universities with their monastic relatives remained as institutions from medieval times until today. History shapes spirit. History shapes structure and orientation. For example, we belong to the 3 European universities with 2 medical faculties, as far as I know. That's Prague, Heidelberg, and Porto in Portugal. And history prepares the ground for the future. Since 1990, we have done this together, built on mutual trust, shared interests, and common academic culture. We both stand for the European university idea, for free and unrestricted access to knowledge and wisdom for everybody. We defend academic freedom, bound to the truth and bound to humankind in a globalized world. It is my wish, and I know we share the same vision and conviction, that we are much stronger if we collaborate like we did in the past, and even more intensely. I would like to close with this optimistic view. I know no institution which is so creative and so able to adapt to changing societal environments and political environments as the European University, if it keeps its ideals and remains aware of its responsibilities. So let's do it together. In this sense, dear colleagues, up to the next 25 years. So, to the next years.
Thank you very much.